All right, guys, welcome to today's training. We're going to be talking about LeadGen and creating reports. It's going to help you both with client retention as well as lead generation. So just moving forward on that, let's go over who this training for. Now, this is a pretty extensive, I doubt anyone here doesn't fall under this, but if you sell websites, if you sell SEO, if you sell social media, if you sell Facebook ads, if you sell PPC, content marketing, even email marketing or reporting services themselves, this training is going to be for you guys. Now, if you aren't selling any of those, maybe you're just selling reputation, but you're looking for a better way of getting your foot in the door with business owners, you can also use this training. And again, of course, if you're just starting out, we're going to show you a good way to get started to build some base income. So today we're going to talk about reporting and why a reporting tool is really critical. And then I'm going to, like I said, most of this training today is going to get into the reporting tool and look at it and see the features that will be there for you guys. So here's some of the reasons why reporting tools are really cool. They're great for closing new clients. They're great for keeping the clients that you already have. They're a great way of keeping the communication between you and your client going without actually having to, remember to follow up or forgetting to follow up. You can set up reports to go out to them every week, every other week, every month, whatever you like, and that keeps them in the loop as to what's going on. And that's going to showcase the value that you're providing to them. It's also going to help you and the client understand the campaigns that you're running better, analyze the traffic that's coming through, and to track the results. So I guess without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into the software. I'm going to just move this over and show you guys the software here. It is now live. If you go into the members area, you'll see, let me pull that up. You go into the members area, you will see as you scroll down, I'm on GoToWebinar, so everything's going to load slow. Okay, software. Right now, you can go right to the reporting tool from here. As we add more, this will probably go to a different page to help you get access to different things. But you can go here in this. If you haven't already requested it, we sort of secretly launched this about a day and a half ago. Some people have already requested access to the reporting tool, and we've set them up. You can request access right here, but once you've requested access, you can log in with the username and password that we set up, which will be your email, and we recommend using the same password that you use for the members area. So you'll be able to go in, click on log in here, and then it'll take you to the back end of the tool. So the tools, it's pretty in depth. So you can add Google Analytics to it, so you can see what's going on with referring traffic to your website. Whether it's traffic from Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. You can look at your Google Analytics to help show you ROI on certain campaigns, but with different tracking pixels through Google Analytics. You can also, through that Google Analytics, see how your site's performing, track SEO backlinks, load times, page speed. Get a lot of metrics about different things and integrate different things into those metrics. So there's a lot of just sort of overall things. If you want to just sort of get a quick view of a client, you can come in here and do that. And all you have to do, let me make this bigger. Sorry about that, guys. all you have to do to add a new client is you come in here, you create a new campaign. It's going to ask you for the website URL of the campaign. You just put that in. So let's say if I put in brandedmarketing.com, click continue. And then it's going to say, okay, let's start connecting some accounts. So it'll let you connect Google Analytics. It'll let you connect Google AdWords, Facebook, Twitter, right from the beginning, and you know, start adding whatever accounts you want to that. So it's pretty simple, pretty easy to start, set up. You guys can add as many campaigns as you want. You can also, like on that list, I said you can also, if you do any email marketing, if you're helping a client with email marketing, you can actually track your email metrics and include those in reports with your email marketing. So whether here are the list of different autoresponders that you can integrate with it: Aweber, Campaign Monitor, Constant Contact, MailChimp, Emma, so you'll be able to connect your email metrics to the reporting system as well. Also, Keyword Manager, so you can add keywords for the clients, for these campaigns for the clients to see, you know, where where those so what kind of search volume you're getting for those keywords. You can also, of course, take those to track your ranking and build ranking reports with them as well. So if you're doing SEO, if you are looking to try to analyze a campaign either through PPC or something else to say, okay, well, how much traffic is actually coming in Google for these terms, you can add those keywords here. You can also manage competitor. So you can look at other competitors and see how well they're doing and analyze the client's competitors and how you relate to them. And let's see, you can do different research tools. So if you're just trying to do some research on a client, you can come in here, put in their URL, put in their keyword, put in their phrase, and you'll get research, which is from Majestic, Moz, Google AdWords, and I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce this. It's Calis. Maybe there's a different way. I've only seen it written, but it gets lots of really great information for you to do research. So let's go ahead and put something in here. Let's put in a keyword. Plumber. Peachtree City. All right, so that's going to go and start doing research for you, start bringing up competitors. Look at all this. Like instantly, you can get a ton of information about, let's see what it says about competitors. All right, so it's going to look at different plumbers. We've got Yellow Pages coming up here, the Better Business Bureau, Yellow Book, and then we have here as a competitor Fitzgerald Plumbing. Now this is under a campaign and a domain that's actually not in Peachtree City, so it's not an ideal example, but gives you some instant information. Look, we've got 3 pages of competitors that we can look at, and we can research those domains and those URLs even farther. So it goes pretty deep. It goes super deep as far as the kind of information you want. Let's look up what it says for AdWords. All right, so here we can see the search volume. Peachtree City, Georgia. Let's see, plumbing contractors. Those aren't really idea. We can see if we go. It's sorting it by, here we go, Superior Plumbing Atlanta. We're sorting it by keyword. So this is probably one of the bigger plumbers in the Atlanta area, who's a competitor, and they're spending money on AdWords. So, all right, so you, like I said, you can keep going deeper on these things. I can click on here and research the keywords, add keywords to the keyword manager, and keep building my analysis for a client. So I can go really, really deep or go super simple. So I don't want to get too deep into some of this stuff because it might become overwhelming for people. But just let it, I just want you guys to know that there's a lot of information that you can get from this, and it's pulling from some of the best sources out there. All right, and of course we've got a ton of SEO stuff over here. We've got a Site Auditor. So Site Auditor is basically allows you to go and analyze a website of a business. So you can go, we put in the site, so this is going to go and crawl the website. This takes some time, so it'll go through, it'll analyze their website, and it'll give you a report for that client. So that's really good to either close a new client, do some lead gen with that, saying, look, we can crawl your site. You're going out there and spending, potentially thousands of dollars to get a new website build. Are you thinking about doing a new website? If you're going to spend that kind of money, you should at least look at and analyze your website to see if there's any issues with it, and you can then give those issues to somebody else who might be building the website, and then of course it gives you a foot in the door to be able to also offer websites to them as well. You can look at ranking. Put in, you need to connect this to Webmaster Tools, but you can get ranking. You can get a bunch of Webmaster Tools information, Google Webmasters. Search Analytics needs to connect to Google Search Console. And really these just take a few clicks. You click them, you log into your Google account. If you don't have the account set up already, Google's going to ask you to do it, and it's going to ask you to connect it, and it's done. So that it's pretty cool how much you can do on here. Okay. So here you can see some link manager. So these are links that come to the website that are coming to this particular website. You can also go to Site Finder. So if you want to look for links for the top ranking sites, so you can come in and say, well, what links are other people on that I'm competing with? Now this is really awesome, especially if you're doing SEO, because this allows you to come in and say, hey, where are all my competitors getting links? Because the links that they get links from are way more valuable to you than other random links, because if they're already ranking, those are the kind of links you want, because every niche, every industry that you end up ranking for within the Google algorithm, it wants to see where most of the people that are ranking, where are they already getting links from. If you start getting links from weird places, that's when you can get flagged by Google. So yeah, so we do have some social media function. We're going to get to that as well. But are we entering our Facebook, Google AdWords, Google Analytics, etc., in the specific business info? So what you'll do is you'll connect with Google Tools. You will connect those tools and add those domains to the Google Tools. So that's how you have to do it. So yeah, you can do some pretty cool ninja reverse engineering here and find out what it is your competitors are doing, where they're linking from, You can also, here's a backlink explorer where you can go and submit a URL or domain and see who's linking to that site. So this goes even deeper into finding backlinks of those competitors. You can also look at website directories and where your websites are on those, and of course you can come in and analyze those metrics once you have all of those things plugged in. So this is a ton of SEO tools there. There's also a ton here for Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn. You can connect your Twitter account, get some information, connect your Facebook account. And then this gives you one place to build all of the reports for your clients, so you don't have to, have your insights as one report and the other, and your SEO as something else. Yeah, we'll be going pretty deep into analyzing this a little bit deeper. I'm just trying to give an overview for today. So good question though. Brian was just wondering about tutorials. We're going to get in. We're going to get into it, but I just want to make sure everyone kind of sees what's possible. LinkedIn as well. We can connect to LinkedIn. It'll actually let you interact with groups, create and schedule posts, and analyze your metrics there as well. And of course, then once we have those connected, you can get into those metrics and understand what's going on with your Facebook. And now, or Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, LinkedIn. We also can do Facebook ads, and we'll get to that in a bit, but Facebook ads are also an option. We can also manage content, so you can add blogs and be able to kind of put and schedule blog posts to publish to blogs of either of clients that you have, or so if you want to just sort of manage those sites and look at those sites to help publish content on them, you can do that right from in here. All right, so we also have under PPC, we've got Google AdWords, Bing, as well as Facebook ads. So you'll just connect your Facebook ads account to it, and it'll show all of that information. So I just want to show you sort of real quick what a report can look like. You can build your own reports however you want to. You can brand them. You can put your logo up in here for them, or write the stuff that you want to write in here. Add Google Analytics information, traffic information, who are your top referring websites. So, and how many links, how many visits are they sending to you on average? The links that you're getting, here's the link distribution according to end, like .com, .net, .org. New active links, total active links, the domain authority, your trust follow, that's a schema creator.org information. At Moz rank, let's see, lots of information here that you can grab. So build all sorts of different charts using it. Okay, so let's just, that's pretty much the same thing. All right, let's go ahead and go to the report builder. You can go build reports. Here we've got, let's go to, you can either start from scratch or you can go to report template. So you can build off of a report template. This one, SEO report, which has different information, Google Analytics, Webmaster Tools, SEO information. The site audit, you can actually just go under audit and get that information and run an audit. But if you want a template to start from one of those templates, you can do that. Social media report, Google AdWords report, just a Google Analytics report, So you can start with a template, or you can just start from scratch. So again, this is going to give you an option. Well, what do you want to start with, a specific template? And so you can, and what you do here to create the report is you just use this sidebar and then start to add things. So let's say I want to start with the cover, and I can come in here and say, okay, Internet Marketing Report, prepare for, pre-fills in some of that information for you. You can add a table of contents, a summary page if you want, which is where you can just add some text. Remove that. You can come in and add, so there's again, I don't want to overwhelm you guys, but you can add a ton of Google information here. AdWords campaigns, referral websites, traffic, your browser, like audience information, like what browsers are they using, what operating systems do they have, what's their engagement on the website, frequency and recency. So how often are they coming to the website? Are they coming back to it? Are people coming multiple times? Where are they from? Geolocation. Are they on a mobile device? Mobile overview, new versus returning audience. You can look at different campaigns, content. Let's see. Oh, this is for content that you might be putting. Let's click on that. Google Analytics content. Okay, so this is going to, you can put in the start date, the end date that you want to do it for, and if you just use a template, you can put in the start date and end date for the entire template, and it'll automatically create that for you. So what's happening on different pages according to Google Analytics? What pages are they leaving on? You can also look at landing pages. Let's see here. And in Google Analytics, you can add different goals. And if you set up those goals in Google Analytics, you can see those, as well as conversions for social media, social landing pages, network referrals. So it's pretty big. So there's a lot you can do. Site Auditor. Site Auditor will basically, this is all the stuff that automatically gets added to a Site Auditor report. So if you run that report, you don't need to do this again. But if you wanted to include some of that information together with another report that you're putting together for people, like let's say you have a client and you're doing SEO for them. So you can run a Site Auditor and then include some of this information that will tell them, hey, look, you need to get your developer to make these changes. And if they keep not making them, it gives you a chance to be able to sell those clients and say, hey, look, why don't you let us take this over for you? We'll help you make those changes. Campaigns, again, you can look at competitor manager, your site performance, your keyword manager, let's see, backlinks, comparison of URL, external keywords, let's see, quality. Some of this stuff I don't use, but we've been using this tool for actually a really long time. We just got it set up for you guys to be able to use it as well. Keyword, AdWords information for keywords and competitors, Backlink Explorer, Link Manager, Site Finder. You can look at your SEO metrics. Let's see here. Landing pages from organic traffic, and look at the different periods. and information on there. Also, of course, there's social media, so you can add your information for your social media accounts. That will be in here once you've connected them. Let's see. And there's all sorts, so this is sort of a global look at it, but then there's these additional tabs which give you more information to include. So a ton of Facebook information. LinkedIn doesn't give you quite the same amount of information, and because it's not connected right now to a LinkedIn page, it's not really showing us much. But once it's connected, you'll be able to add that on there. YouTube summary, again, you just have to connect it to the account, and specific videos as well. You can select videos that you've added. Once you've connected YouTube, you can add different videos on your channel to be analyzed. So that's a lot. Can you set these to run automatically to email to the customer? Yes, you can. So here's where you have, you can schedule, once you've created the report, either from a template or from scratch, you can schedule it to go out monthly to the client. So you don't have to touch it at all. So once you set it up, set up their SEO report, set up their PPC report, set up their social media report, and it's like a one-time deal, and it's just going to go to them. I mean, if you wanted to do it more often, let's see. You can set up monthly, weekly, daily, or quarterly reports, whichever one. And you can even specify, like, I want this to go out on the first of every month, the first day of every month. And just say, look, I just want to show last month's information. So we have a range. You can either, generally I wouldn't choose this month unless this is like you want to show this to go out on like the last day of the month, and then you can show this month. I generally will set it up so it's the first day of the month and show last month's information. You can also specify custom range, but again, if you want to set it up to repeat, that doesn't really work, because who wants to get the same report every month from a specific range? And fixed start date also, I generally, now you could do a fixed start date. The only time you would do this is if you want to show someone your progression. So like it'll start, like let's say you start with them today and you want to just send them a report, create a report that shows the progression of, since they've been working with you, here's where they are. Yeah. So yeah, you can just set this up, just set it up for last month. That's how I usually do it, and then that will go out every month for people to look. And it's got so much information, and you can add so many things, and it's so versatile. Again, you can create your own templates if you'd like, and put your logo on them and just have them go out there from you every month. Excuse me. All right. So, ton of and the thing I love about this tool is I'm not chasing. I'm not in 6 different tools, trying to do one report for one thing or one something, because we do multiple things for a client. If we're doing their Facebook and we're doing their Facebook ads and we're doing their PPC and we're doing their SEO, it's nice to be able to have one report that can have everything. So that's what I really love about it. So, all right, let me go through and see what questions we have. I may have already answered some of them. No, you do not. We've got a question from Dan. Do you need to have third-party subscriptions to these other services like Majestic and Moz? No, you do not. It's all included. It's all included, Dan. So there's no additional cost or price or anything that you're going to need in order to do. I mean, if you go hog wild and add 20,000 keywords in there, we may have to charge you extra, because we're basically paying for all of that. So I mean, you know, um, within reason, like you know, we can handle quite a few, but try to be reasonable, I guess, a little bit. And I think that's reasonable, right? If you really need to take it, you know, and have like 10,000, and it's reasonable, it'll be reasonably priced. So, but everything's going to be, everything otherwise is included for you guys. You know that those external sites are paid for. So this is a great tool. So how do we use this tool to get new clients? So one of the best ways is we do this site auditor anytime we go and are going to go see a new client. We'll run a site auditor and just show them their site, because you never know. Like often, even if let's say we're going to go see a client that is they want social media, right? So they'll come to us and say, hey, I want to do social media, and we'll say, great, we'll go and we'll tell them about how we can do social media for them. We'll probably do a social media portfolio for them to help show them where their social media is, and then we'll do a site auditor just so that they can see what's going on with their website, because often they have no idea. I mean, often they're developers not telling them if they have a developer, their domain's not telling them if they have someone that they're actually working with. So being able to have the site auditor tool and just generate one of those reports is generally a great upsell when you have a potential client, no matter what you're selling. It's a great way to just kind of get your foot in the door with other services like SEO, like PPC, and say, hey, here's some stuff that's going, or even a website, right? So being able to upsell them to a website. So do we have a specific approach for automotive? Now, we don't personally, like, we work with Brian, who has automotive clients. So I might have to talk to him about some of those approaches, but I can definitely do that and get back to you guys. So as far as automotive goes, I think anything that you can take to an automotive company is good. And so here's the other approach that we've used, and it has been it doesn't make us a ton of money, but it gets us our foot in the door with the company. Is basically offering reporting as a service. So to come in, and if like they say, look, I've already got a company, I already work with someone, and we say, great, you know, what kind of reports do they send you a regular report every month on what they're doing? Because we found that it's actually, you know, even if they are sending you a report, it's actually a good idea to have a third party doing some reporting for you, just to make sure that the company that you're using is a good company, and that they're actually providing value for you. Can you guys see that as a potential? And you know, you don't have to charge a lot. This is a foot in the door strategy. You don't have to charge a lot to offer the reporting and to come in here, and you know, you're getting access to these clients, all of their accounts that they want you to report on. And if you're telling them what's going on with the reporting, and if they're unhappy with their marketing company, who's there to replace the old marketing company? Now you'll hear me say this approach multiple times because it works. If you get your foot in the door with a company who, even if they're working with another marketing company, you get your foot in the door with them and provide them value and show them where the other company might be falling through the cracks, that is a great in. And it's a long-term play, because it probably doesn't happen today, where, you know, marketers, we want our money today. It's a long-term play though, where you get a potential small client, and the cost can range anywhere. We've done it for as low as $20, although that's really low. I would actually, I think that we started that at $20. I think that's too low. I think $50 is much more reasonable. $100 is the range depending on the company. If you're dealing with a dealership, a dentist office, a doctor's office, anything where they're making a lot of money, the value is higher for them, and the money they're spending on marketing is much higher too. So yeah, I think $100 a month is a great price for some of those higher end. The littler places aren't going to spend $100 a month on analytics, but this can also be a great value add. So if you're doing, you know, a website for someone, let's say you're going out there and you're offering the unlimited websites or a website to somebody, and that we're going to help you guys build, right? And to say, hey, look, we can also do this reporting. Normally costs $50. But you know, if you sign up today, I'm going to go ahead and include it with you or for you. So it's a great add-on value. You can add those clients in here, set them up, send those reports out, and get them coming. You know, seeing what's going on with their marketing, which may be nothing. Okay, let's see some other questions. So what kind of various account access do we need to set these up with someone? So depends on what you're actually monitoring, obviously, right? So you'll need access to a Google account. So to set up the Google account, to connect the Google account to it. Generally, we'll ask for the username and password to the Google account, or we'll ask to be added. If they give you a real stink, you can be added as a manager to those accounts as well. For different ones. But we just ask for the username and password, and people are usually willing to give it to us. So Google Analytics, once you have one Google access, though, that's pretty much everything. So Google Analytics, Google Webmaster Tools, Google Search Tools, if you're doing social media for them, if they're PPCs on the same one, you'll need to access for that as well. Social media sites like Twitter, Google+, Facebook. Facebook, generally, I would not ask for a username and password, because Facebook is pretty notorious about blocking you if you try to log in with somebody else's username and password. Google might send out an email saying, hey, somebody's logging into your account, and it's good to let your client know that, hey, you might get an email letting them know that someone signed in from a different location. It's okay, it's just us, right? But Facebook will actually block you out. So it's usually best to be added as a manager, as an admin on their Facebook page. But LinkedIn, you can usually log in with no problem. Twitter, you can usually log in with no problem. Google, like I said, they might send a warning, but you can usually log in. Facebook, be added. You want to get added as a manager if they want that information. So those are the accounts that you can generally set up. If you are doing content management for them and setting up a content campaign on their website, you can do that here too. Then you'll need access to their account. If you're tracking, if they're doing Bing ads and you want to track that, you can do that as well. So those are pretty much it. It's mostly just their personal accounts. You don't need access to anything else but this. So is there a place where clients can log in and view reports on their own? So you can make a report so that you can, like if I created this report here, I can email that to a client, and in the email that they get, it'll actually take them to sort of a gray labeled site where they can see the reports without having to log in. If you have a client that really needs a sub account to some of this stuff, like let's say you wanted to sort of resell access to the, sell this sort of like more like a software, and and needed a thing for a client to get in, we can create. You guys can't create those sub accounts, but we can create a client account for you if you need us to. Generally, that's not you shouldn't need that, but if you really have a client that wants that, we can set up a client account where they can't change anything, they can't add anything, they can just come and view the stuff that we have on the account. So that is a possibility, Dan. All right. Any other questions? Did I miss anybody's question? Someone's hitting me up on Facebook. I won't be able to get to you until after the webinar. So it's basically, it's not necessarily a white label, it's more of a gray label. So we have this set up on a domain called Online Media Dashboard, where we're going to be adding other tools for you guys. Right now, this is what I thought was the most important one. So we started, it's at reports.onlinemediadashboard. If they go to that domain, there's nothing there right now. And we'll probably set up a page where they can, it'll basically say, hey, this is for private members only. So it's gray labeled, which means that it's a domain that doesn't have any reference to us or to anyone. And so you'll be able to use it sort of just say, hey, look, this is where we do our reports. It's on this domain. You can go there. So it's not necessarily white labeled. You can definitely put your own branding on the reports. So that is white labeled. You can put whatever. It's not going to have Online Media Dashboard on the branding of the reports. You can add your own branding to those reports. Does that answer your question? All right, so Brian's asking, how do you get access? So I went through this earlier, but if you come to the members area, you'll come down here to where it says Software Club. Right now, the only place the Software Club links is to the reporting tool. And you'll need to first, oh, I am logged out. Okay, 1 second. Sorry about that. Okay, oops. Okay, once you come to this, if you're new, and most of you will be, only a few people have signed up so far, you can come in here and request access. And because of security, we have to do it manually. So you can come in here, just add your name, your information. This is just in case something happens, we need to contact you. The business name that you have, your main domain. We're going to add your main domain into the system just to help get started, because basically it asks us to, and so it makes it easier. We'll add the domain. We won't connect any of the accounts off the bat. You can go in and do that. And then the desired password. We recommend that you use the same password that we've set up for you in Unbranded. That way, when you come here, if you use a software like LastPass or something, you can just use the exact same username and password. The username here is going to be your email, and then whatever password. If you want it to be different than Unbranded, that's fine. We don't have access to any of those passwords. In fact, some people have reached out to us to ask us what their password is, and we tell them we don't know, but we can reset it. If you do reset your password after you sign up for this, we may have to update your password there as well. Just put in a support ticket for that. But you'll be able to log in right from the Unbranded site. It'll take you to your account, and you can start adding as many clients as you want to into the support. Just add it under campaign. And this is just you. This is just your profile. You can't actually create a new profile, but yeah. If you need this is here in case for some reason you don't have the ability to add a new profile, but in case for some reason, let's say we needed to create 2 profiles for you. Let's say you're working with a specific client, and let's say they have some sub-account. So in the rare case where maybe you're working as kind of like a third party as well, and you need to have an account that's separate, we can do that. We just have to do it manually from our end. You can just put in a support ticket to ask us to do it, and we'll create a new profile for you. So but for the most part, most of you will only need the one profile, but you can add your own campaigns to it. All right. I know that was a quick overview. We'll be getting in there and doing some more detailed tutorials for you guys, but I just wanted to give you the most comprehensive overview that I could today. Are there any other questions? That's pretty much all I had for you guys. So if you don't have any questions, we'll end a little bit early today. All right, I don't see any. All right, guys, hey, thanks so much. I'm really excited for you guys to get in here, use the software, test it out. Again, this software, if you went out and bought a comparable software, low end, you're going to pay $100, $200, $300 to get this. So I think, to have this software at your fingertips, to be able to, not have to use some of the other stuff that's out there, this is just going to be included, and this is just the beginning. So we've got more things coming, more things planned to make it so that you guys can basically have all your needs for your agency in one place. So thanks so much, and if you guys do have any questions, let's see, we got one last question. If you have any other questions, feel free to go and ask them in the Facebook group or in support if it's a private question. Got one question here from Vita. How do we show selection for websites for prospects? So every new, if every new client you want to put in here, even if it's for a prospect, you need to add a new campaign for that client. If you want to run a site audit, you'll need to add a new campaign for that client. And then if they don't turn into a client, you can delete them from your account. So yeah, that's how a new client or even prospect would be added. All right. Hey guys, thanks so much. Again, if you have any additional questions, reach out to us on Facebook or support. Thanks so much for being on, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.